Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up your Google Maps in case you were absent or you needed help or got lost along the way. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to need to log into your school Google account. From there, you will go to your Google Drive. You're going to open up your Google Drive. You're going to go to the new button in the top left-hand corner. You're going to open that up. Go down to More, and you're going to look for where it says Google My Maps. From here, you'll click on that, and that's going to open up a new tab for you, and you will have an untitled map. The first thing I always like to do is I like to back up a little bit because this is world history. It's not U.S. So we want to get a big view. All right. Second thing I like to do is I'm going to change the look of this map. So you go over here to the left-hand corner. This white box in the left-hand corner, that's what I call our control panel. This controls everything that we're going to do on this map, okay, along with this stuff to the right of it. Right, we're going to go to base map. You're going to click that open. There's several different views. The view that I like is satellite, and that's in the top middle. So you're going to click on that. That's going to change the view as though you're looking from outer space. It gives you a topographical view. And that's the view that we like to use in this class. So once you have that, you're going to exit out of the base map. And from here, you're going to label your map. Okay, back up at the control panel up here, there is a part where it says Untitled Map. Anytime you want to change the name of the map or a layer, all you do is click on the words and it will open up. From here, we're going to change the title of our map. And for our class, we are going to do your last name, first name, and period. So if I were a student, I would do Duran, comma, space, Stephen, period. Let's just say 1. All right. There is a part down here for description. I usually do that later on in the year. It's mostly for parents. So when they come in, they can look at the map and know exactly what the purpose of the map is. But for now, we're not going to do that. So you're going to go ahead and press save. And what that does is that changes the title of our map up here in the left-hand corner. So now it's no longer untitled. Now it's got your last name and first name and the period you're in. The reason we do this is for organizational purposes on my end. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you're going to want to share your map, and that's this middle button right here. Basically, the share map is who's allowed to see it. Right now, only you are allowed to see it. Right here, it'll say private. Okay. Mine says my email address down here. Yours will say your email address on yours. It's basically whoever's in charge of the map. Well, we don't want private. Okay, we need to let Mr. Duran access your map as well as your parents for open house. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this change button. Okay, and that's going to give us a variety of options. The option that we're going to select for this class is this one, second to the top. Anyone with a link. Okay, so it's open to the public, but you can't search it up. You have to have the link to be able to access it. So it keeps it semi-private. So we're going to click on that, and then we're going to press save. That should change this to under who has access to anyone who has a link. All right, and from there, we're going to press done. All right, so now you have, I zoomed out there a little bit too much. Now you have your name, you've shared it, so it's available to go to a link. And next step would be to drop our first marker. Now there are 2 ways to drop a marker. Okay. Actually, you know, I'm going to backtrack. I'm sorry. We're going to change the title of our layer. And that's this, what's checked open right here. This is considered a layer. We're going to click that open, and we're going to change it to our first unit, which is unit number 1, geography. We're going to save that. Now you can see our first layer is labeled unit number 1, geography. All right. Now we're going to go to the marker. All right. There's 2 ways to drop a marker. Okay. The first way is manually, and that's done up here in this tool. It's right here with this. It says add marker. If I click on this, my mouse becomes kind of like a crosshairs, and I can drop this anywhere I want. Okay. Let's say I want to drop it in Europe. If I click there, it will drop a blue marker. This automatically goes under your layer. Okay. If I like where it's at, I can keep it. Okay, and I can rename it right now. It's labeled as 0.1, and you can see over here under your control panel, it's labeled 0.1 as well. But we want to name it Europe, so we're going to name it Europe and press save. And now under your thing, it's labeled Europe. From here, you can do a wide variety of things. You can erase it if you don't want it. You can add pictures, which we will do, and you can edit. If I wanted to edit it, I could type things in. I wish to go to Europe. Save it. The key with Google Maps is you always have to press save. If you type something in and you don't press save, okay, if you type anything in and you don't press save, I just exit out of it, it won't save it. It's the one Google app that doesn't do it. So you have to continually press save. If I want to add an image, I can click on the little camera icon, and I can add my own photos if I've been there. I can get stuff from my Google Drive. I can do a Google image search or a YouTube search. For our purposes, I'm just going to do a Google image drive. So if I just said, right, and it'll bring up a bunch of things depending on what I want. I'll do this one since it seems to highlight Europe. And now it's added a picture. Oops, I keep doing that. Now it's added a picture of Europe. Okay, and then I press save, and now it's part of my thing. Okay. The second way to add a marker is to search it. Now, if I were to search North America, got to be careful about which ones because you're going to get a lot of different ones. I'm just looking for the continent, so you have to be very specific on your searches. But the good thing about those type of searches is that this one is yellow. Our other one was blue. If it's a yellow-green like this, it's not a part of our map quite yet. You have to continue to add it. And then if you like that location, then you can add it. All right, and now we have another marker that goes under our thing. Okay, if we don't like it, we can get rid of it. All right, if say we wanted to be down in America, you can drop a new marker. And you can change it to North America. Okay, be sure to save. And that's the first steps of how to set up your early maps. All right, so if you were absent, your job is to drop markers on all of the 7 continents as well as all of the 4 oceans. We're not doing the Southern Ocean, so 4 oceans and 4 continents, and you can drop markers just like that. Make sure you change your label and drop them down there. Any order is fine. Add a picture, and I'll catch you at the next tutorial.